I should probably focus that. All right, hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, this morning, I believe that, excuse me a moment while I fiddle with some stuff, that Bassman is not with us this morning. Now, oh, and I've got to flick the link up. Flick the link up. Or flick the link. And boom. There she blows. Har, har. Yeah, so I've discovered I can probably do a whole stack more, or make my painting a whole stack more easy than I currently am. So I shall do that. I'll illustrate what I'm talking about directly. Hardly ho.
Hello.
And it is, of course, that time of the morning. Oh, something I thought I'd share with you, and I don't know if you saw this, but apparently Nigel Farage referred to Welsh people as foreign speakers.
Mm.
And all I could think was, gee, so you're not going to be getting any votes in Wales then? Jesus. What an arsehole. I couldn't believe he said that. Oh dear, my camera's done this little lock-up thing. So you still on the Bugatti today?
Yeah, try and do some bit of work on it. I got just didn't hear you guys redo the bonnet pieces a bit.
Now, what I've discovered is that with the seats, I am possibly doing this the long way, and the reason I say that is because I've discovered I can spray on white. And so save myself quite a bit of time. That's the theory. And this I may well now do. In fact, I'll go a step further. I'm going to do. Excuse me a moment. I had a few. Also had a gander at some Chevy interiors. They're kind of curious in as much as they're almost universally, if it's blue on the outside, it's blue on the inside, and like that's all across the steering wheel, the dash, the walls, which I find a little bit odd in a sense, if you follow me.
Hmm.
Um, you'd have thought there'd be some variance, but apparently not. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do this the easy way. I'm just going to go splatch the chair, even with the um, bits that I've already got below. I'm just going to spray over the top because it's not going to matter because it's white. White doesn't really prevent much colour coming through, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you do. And if you don't,
Right.
well, I'm sure you do. Um, Now, having a think for a moment. Boom. What I need to do, put that there. You, sir. Ha. Yeah, there we go. That will do the job. Particularly as those parts, there are some parts here, of course, that don't need to be white, some that do. Now, yes. Yes. Now, Yeah, I'll just do the same thing. Do the whole do the to the end. In fact, what I could do, will do. In fact, I'll do it 2 parts. I think actually now feeling the lack of stability. 2 and there we go. Now, yes, yes. And the backs of the seats as well. I could probably mask them to some extent if I wanted to. I don't really care. I don't care. I just don't care. Um, now, now. All right. Well, that's going to make it very easy, isn't it? And then, what I wouldn't mind doing is masking up. Let me just this. So as I've got masking up those areas that I wish to keep chrome.
Mm.
And then now there's a bit of jiggery pokery here. And I'll show you what that is. Well, of course, then we'll come to that later, and then I'll go and I'll get these sprayed white. And what it is this. Now let me just get the camera at a good angle. There we go. Okay, oh good, that's a good way of showing it. Right. I want that tank and that chrome, but we've got these little gaps here, of course, that need to be black. There's more apparent at the back there. You can't quite see the full extent of it. And ultimately, I'm going to have to very cautiously paint that, I would suggest, rather than try and spray it. I would be kidding myself. You're fooling yourself. So yeah, that's a bit of a now something I can consider, and in fact probably will, is to deliberately leave enough around the edges of this as well that I can then just do a little bit of tidy up with the black, if you follow me, rather than the other way around. I think that's the way I'd roll. Yeah, okay, but that's for later. The next on my agenda is pure white Tamir. Come to Papa. You can't tell me that's a bad outcome. You're gonna make it all very easy, I tell you. Now,
I had another kit come today.
pardon?
I had another kit come today.
Another kit? What you get?
Something familiar.
Ah, nice one. Nice one. There's a. Did I send you the Batman scene? It's a parody where he gets knifed by this chick, and then there's a whole stack of very. He's kicked the shit out of Bane, and then he gets knifed by this woman, and it deteriorates into this tawdry little sort of like sex talk. It's quite. It's pretty funny. Don't know if I didn't send you that one.
No, I don't think it's it.
I'll have to send it to you. It's funny. Yeah.
Well, it comes with this is a backdrop. So
Pardon?
it comes with a backdrop.
Oh, nice one. Oh, that's a bit good.
Got the
Never seen that in a kit before.
Yeah. So you can display it in situ sort of things.
Wow, that's actually very cool.
So it comes in folded up. So it's quite stiff cardboard. So.
That's very cool.
Oh, that's quite nice.
Yeah. Now, next, I'm going to go spray these. I am. All right. Now, something I am pondering is whether or not, given that the interior is the same blue as outside, but of course it's a different surface, whether or not to see if I can get a similar blue, but in a flat color, if you see what I'm saying. Because that would be good. That would be a better look, I think, overall, as an opinion. Might have to have a close look at some pics of a Chevy interior, or an Impala interior, more's the point. Now, let's do this. And there's one. And here we go. Oh, I guess 4 all up I've got to do. There we go. Hang on a moment. How does that operate? Oh, that's why, of course. Delay. 2. Oops, Daisy. Back seat.
I wonder.
And one more after this. And then we get to mask up for the undercarriage. And hopefully get that done today as well. For that would make me a happy camper. Now, we'll pop these somewhere out of the way to dry. Probably over here will do. Get off my finger. Over there. And da. Now, take gloves off. Alrighty, done. And there was much rejoicing. Just have to start a fresh garbage bag. All right. Now, next. With that achieved, now, undercarriage. Wrong way around. Now, should I varnish that first before doing so? Probably. That's over there. Now, if I'm going to do that, do I want to go the whole box and dice and varnish all the stuff that I want chrome? May as well, hey? I'm doing a lot of spraying today. That's okay. It's an efficient way of doing stuff. Now, that being so, let us collect it all. Now, it's not actually that much. Or is there? Actually, there is. I remember now. I remember now. That. All of that. Those. Dearie me. That. And those and that. All right. Next round of spraying. Now then, going down again. I just put them back on. Dear me. Actually, I've got to shake for a while, don't I? And
I'll lose my head in a
what
minute.
I might do is I'm going to bring the camera back a bit, partly because I've got to reach across it to get to the camera, to the clear anyway, and I'm going to have to shake that for a while. Oh, and probably these two. And then, what I should do, I think the easiest way of doing this, at least initially, will be to put them all in a box. Ow, fuck! Oh,
Right.
that hurt. That was my arm.
Oh,
As in not the one I'm shaking with, obviously. It's the other one that's the sore one at the moment.
yeah, I'm a bit achy today.
Yours is?
My back is.
Oh, that's not good.
Went over to.
Achy back's never pleasant.
I was over at Ladyship's and my good lady Jan, and helped sort her garden out. So mowed the lawns, her grass. So
Yeah.
Dottie can now go out there quite happily, like, because the grass is taller in there. So.
Oh, no.
And
Oh, now, are you familiar with the Fakawi tribe? No?
no,
All right. Now, it goes like this, mate. The Fakawi tribe are a tribe that exists in people's backyards.
ah,
And what it is that when somebody's got really long grass in their backyards, the line you hit them with is, have you seen any members of the Fakawi tribe? If they look at you strangely and go, who are the Fakawi tribe? They're a bunch of pygmies. You'll every now and again you see them leaping above the grass and go, we're the Fakawi.
oh yeah, yeah. But,
But yeah,
she got some long grasses that she wanted to get rid of. It, of course, they're deep rooted and they're halfway through the fence to the outside, so I struggled to get that out.
yeah.
But yeah, there was a couple of hours doing that. Then went over to the pub, and you get. She had like a cider. I had a pint of Worley's beer. Uh,
Yeah.
uh, I had two bowls of double fried chips, 19 quid for that lot.
Wow.
Yeah, so. But yeah, it was been a bit longer. Another 3 pints. I could have had a bit more because the bus was like
Yeah.
10 minutes late. So yeah, so that was a good
Uh,
day.
that's the big thing, isn't it?
Hmm.
Alrighty, I'm going to go and give these a a spray. I am, and well, with some varnish. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do after that. I'll find something, but I'll need to let that dry. Or actually, I should do this one first, and if that's what I want to work on later, varnish won't take long to dry. But I should do this one first. That would be the logical thing to do. You would, you would think. Now, whilst I'm doing this, my headset may do its dropout thing.
That's
That
right.
remains to be seen or not, of course. It will happen, this we know. Um, if it does, I'll just have to finish the varnishing before rehooking. But you'll hear it anyway. You seem to be aware of it when it happens.
Okay.
So yeah, hopefully at least I will be able to return to the desk prior to doing that. But now, here we go. All right. Now, next. There we go. There's one. Uh, uh, uh. This one's spraying a bit indifferently, so it takes a bit. Seems to be almost a bit harder to get the result achieved. There's something with the nozzle going on, like Bassman's experiencing with one of his ones. So what goes on with that, I'm unsure. But I've gotten the one that I want done most, i.e. the um,
Oh dear.
we go. 2. Now I'm going to do the turtle wax maneuver on these, like I did with the, or this with the, like I did with the Merc, because I was really pleased with how that came out. I think it's a great little maneuver on a car. It's all coming together.
Good.
We'll pop these over to here. Everything's coming up Robster, I tells you. Now, we'll go with these. Yes, we will. And shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Now, I'm just having a sneak, wonder if I've left anything here that I want to. No, we're good. We're good. Pop them over to there. Now, do these. There we go. Getting there. So pop them there. Wow.
Careful, man. Let's do that way.
And that's them. Actually, pop that there. I can do a bit of creative space use. I can. A bit of no. Now. All right. Now, I just realised I'm going to need something to stick this on. This being the drive shaft. What I can do. Aha. Almost done. And then, by the time I've got it all done, this will already be almost dry. And there's nothing wrong with that as an outcome.
Mm.
And we'll do, already done those. We'll do these. There we go. And this. Yo. Tell you. 2 more things to do, guys. And finally, and then I'm done. Some of the stuff that I varnished I don't need to have over at the desk for the remainder of the day. But I figured whilst varnishing stuff in that colour, I may as well as go all out. All right. And there's another big task done. This is good stuff. This is very good stuff. All right. Next. Deglove again. Now, I am going to see about getting a. I should have a closer look at those doors. I'm going to see what ideas come to me. Well, those they're not doors, the internal areas, anyway, is the bottom line here. Now, let me just throw my gloves away. Of course, the bag's over here, dingus. Hey. Now. Great. Happy with this as an outcome so far in the stream. That's been productive. All right.
I am. I've already pinged off 3 pieces.
Oh.
And when I've already glued, better put it on, you went ping. Dear.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a bit longer before. Now, let's have a look at these interior parts, shall we? Now, they'll go on that way. Now, I reckon there's a notion in the ocean. Now, as I was saying, if you look at these, there we go. Now, I'm looking at these, and these need to be blue. I'm thinking that certainly that sort of tile area there, I definitely need to be the same blue as the chairs because it's the same pattern.
Mm.
I'm thinking of going a darker blue here if I can find one. Actually, I may have one on hand. Yes, I might. So I went and purchased a few different blues. Now, one of them I've got specifically for touch-ups, but I want to check out a few things as far as options go for that. And depending, we may wish to, in my opinion, maybe even get started. Do what I thought. Now, we've got 1, 2, That's the actual one that matches. Jesus, nice one, big boy. Okay. Now that's the one that actually matches the outside, so I'm not going to want to use that. But I have two other blues here that might be a good contrast to our sky blue. No, I will show you them. They're these two. One's a Vallejo, one's AK. One's really dark, actually. We'll see. I think possibly this one might be a goer. We also could potentially. That's me. We'll see. Oh, we'll see. All right. Nah, we're not doing that one. That's a definite conclusion. This one might have a bit of go for it. Let's give it a bit more of a mix. Needs a bit more mixing. But I reckon this one might be a good contrasting one. Because I don't want it to be the same colour as the outside, of course. Apart from maybe, let's have another close look at something. No. There's probably going to be a little door rim there, you'd think. Hang on, I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'm wondering if maybe if there's an area up here, I might do that, the outside colour. But these areas like here, here, and through there, this colour would be the go, I reckon. And then a lighter blue there. Let me just mix this a bit more thoroughly to get a good hold on what colour it actually is. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's a good option. And something I'll show you, just for good measure, is because this is pretty much the outside colour, except the outside colour I've got in the can. While I'm at it, just for my own edification. Yeah, nice. Yeah, that's a good option. I like it. Now, the reason I'm curious about this one, that's a more standard blue. I'm just curious to see how it might look as another contrast again to put to use, if you follow me. Maybe not that one, but we've already got. Okay, I'll show you how it rolls so far on the blue front. We've got, that's pretty much, Jesus. There we go. That's pretty much our main coat colour there. That's the interior blue I'm going to be certainly using at some point. I had toyed with the idea of that blue, I'm thinking not that one, but a lighter one. And while I'm at it, and while I'm showing off different blues, also part of the seats will be so we've got that blue on some of the seats and part of the side. We've got that as our exterior, and that will be on some parts of the interior on the sides. Now, the question that does come, am I going to settle on just those three, or do I want a fourth blue to come into play for a bit more highlight action on the sides? Because, let's have a look. If I did that, I would do it like so. Let me have a closer look at. There we go. There we go. Give this one another closer look after a bit more of a mixing. That might be a useful one. Then I can also consider what I have in my own stocks, but probably not. No, we're not going to be using that one. That's a definite. Executive decision has been reached. Now, actually, this is an idea. So I hadn't actually finalised any sort of like colour plans for the Chevy, because I hadn't really looked at the interiors before. Let's see if there's any other blues I might choose, because it's all about the blue on the interior so far as I've seen. Now we're going to want a lighter one. We've already got, is that what I'm using there? Huh. I purchased one of these I already had. Go figure.
Oh, I done that. What's I think it was the wrong color I wanted.
Oh look, it's an easy thing to do, you know. No, not in there. Let's see what we have in here. Once I've and now we have three. That's funny. For so many reasons. I guess actually I can tell you why I have that many. I would suggest it's because that's actually a color I use on engine around the spinner cowling thing. So I look at that and go, oh yep, I'll grab while I'm here, I'll grab some. Oh, while I'm here, I'll grab some. Don't fucking need it. That's hilarious. Ha! No, there doesn't seem to be anything there that's a viable option either. Now, in that case, truth be known, I'm not that bothered. It was purely speculative, really. I don't think I need to. And in fact, yeah, okay, I've got my plan for the interior sorted now. Here we go, I'm going to show you. I am going to use the exterior blue Here's how this is going to pan out. The exterior is going to go on those solid pattern parts there. On these softer patterns, I'm going to do that other blue, being, it is a metallic blue, but it's different metallic blue. These are going to be that sky blue, the armrests and that line of there, that sort of, those sort of raised up bits, like that, where the definitions are. I'm either going to do either of white or chrome. I'll have to have a close look. Probably chrome, actually. So there you go. That's
Right.
my plan on the colour front. Now, with that identified, this is good. Next on my
Good.
agenda, because the varnish would have dried by now. Yes, it has. Fantastic. Ah, excellent. Right, let's mask. Oh, zoom out. Mouthful of coffee. I've got a busy day planned, I do. I don't have to go out anywhere, it's just all computer work, if you know what I'm saying. I'm also going to scooch out to the shops very briefly.
Do you see that other house yesterday?
Yes, I did. I'm a bit unsure. And that's always a bit of a posy, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because, okay, on the one hand, you want to be sure, if you know what I'm saying.
Hmm.
On the other hand, I'm running out of time.
Yeah.
To what point? Now, the one thing I do have in my sort of the back of my mind is reality is a fair word, that I've still got, I would suggest, a good fortnight before I hit get what you can point, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard back. There's a couple of places I haven't heard back from yet. So don't get too stressed yet, and maybe don't jump. So hilariously, there's one place I want to check out tomorrow that was on offer by one of the guys, the same guy as yesterday. Now, he might view that as me being serious about what I'm getting.
Hmm.
And I'm not quite sure what the price differential is, but it's a curious thing, man. Seriously, when it comes to, I don't know what your experience of moving house is. When on those occasions you've done it, because let's face it, we've all done it, and it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Hmm.
Where have I put my chunky tape, Rob? And anyway, point being, what I'm discovering is chunky tape is that with all the stuff I have, and there is a lot of it, that is undeniable. Sometimes it's not the area of the place that's the issue. Sometimes it's the layout, and it can be small things that can make a big room not usable for storage of books and stuff like that. Because it might be that there's a power plug, like the place yesterday. It wasn't a deal breaker, as they would say, but there was a power plug in the middle of a wall. Now, in some senses, that's very useful. Unless you wish to place a bookshelf there, in which case it's placed in an entirely the least possible useful place. So if you see what I'm saying. So these are the trials and tribulations. Never mind. But yeah, there's a place tomorrow. Two places tomorrow I'm checking out. One of them, it's a townhouse which I'm not such a fan of, but it does have a lot of space. Only issue I'm seeing is the reality of I want to put my bookshelves in the second bedroom, and that would require getting them up a spiral staircase.
Ah,
Yeah, so that of its own may rule it out. Really, that's not. I don't know. I mean, they know how to. I guess I'd be getting professionals to do it, so I guess they'd know how to do that. But you know, I'm thinking, do I really want to? I don't know. I mean, that falls. I don't know. What do you think? Seriously, I'm quite a bit unsure about as to whether to put people through that.
spiral staircase is a no-no in over here to when the things you people don't like that put the
Okay, so
prices
don't
down.
do it sort of a caper.
Yeah, because it's difficult to walk up and down, and especially with those metal thin ones, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's getting
Yeah, it's
quite.
probably not a practical idea, is it? Pisser.
If everything else, if it's just if that was a secondary staircase to the second floor, it might be okay. But if it's the only way up, uh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a bit dicey.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, nah. You've made a very valid point there, mate. Yeah. These are things to consider, aren't they? Yeah, I won't go for that one. Pisser. But got to look at realities here. Now. Now, what I might do. There's some little rods coming out here that I wouldn't mind keeping. I know what I'll be doing. Be damned. I'm not going to do this a bit rough. I am a little bit rough.
I'm gonna grab a cup of tea. Shut me long.
No worries, man. You do that, by golly. There we are. It won't be hard to tidy up after all. So you know. Now, there. All right. Now, All right, getting there. Interesting. Now, splotch. So, once you've gotten this to... Oh, there's a question. There's my answer. What the question I was pondering on is, there's a little angle there. Do I want that chrome or do I want that black? I want that black, I reckon. Now, turn on, I thought it was. Now, all right. Next, we'll go around there. And then we're making good progress. Yes, we are. And once got all that masked up, we can hit it with black. Robin. I'll work it out. I will work it out. Got your tea going?
Right.
Get your tea going. Stirring milk and sugar. Make it wet. Make it kind of tasty. Born to drink tea.
I went desperate. I had to use some super glue on that back part of that car.
Well, desperate needs call for desperate deeds.
Yeah, glue wasn't sticking. They wasn't keeping it tight enough. So.
That's less than ideal at best. Now. Ooh, there's a notion. Right. Oh no. All right, next. Now, I'm thinking that tape is going to be too thick, but it will be handy for... When I say too thick, I'm talking about to do the main parts of the chassis there that I wish to be chrome. Do that though. And you'll also do that. Now, and there we go. That's going to give them. Now we go. Rubbing. I don't think I have the perfect width of tape for this, which is not surprising. What are the odds that you would have? Vanishingly small. All right. Let's have a gander at this, though. Actually, that's not far off. It's certainly the width for that, but it's not going to go, obviously. Rubbing. Okay, there's another way about this. What we'll do. Here's one thing we can't do straight away. Nice and easy. That middle portion that can definitely benefit from one of these, I reckon. I can just cut one of these in half, I reckon would be the go. Yeah. Toothpick. That's where I want you to go. There we are. I mean, again, it doesn't matter if it gets in the way of the black, really. I'd rather tidy that up than the chrome. Is the theory. That is my theory, and what it is too. Now, right. Now,
Oh dear.
there into there. Alrighty. This one is almost sufficiently masked. Almost. Which is good. And whilst I think of it, before I spray that, or while I'm spraying that with black, I actually need to spray this with the metal sheen before I hit that with some white as well. But that's okay. There's plenty of time for that sort of behaviour. I can only get the metal coat on that done today, I think, though. But that's fine. That's fine. Now, this actually, this here it actually gets quite deep. And kind of freaky with that. There we go. Not quite. A bit more there though. We'll do that first.
Oh, I forgot about this.
Now, move this across to here a bit. Toothpick. Come here, you. Aha. Well, some of that's a bit clumsy, but hey. All right. Now, there and there. All right. Oh, not all right. Don't worry, it's just me being a bit silly with my turn of phrase. Then paint myself out. There we go. Now, well, that didn't work, but never mind. There we are. And all right. Oh, almost. Nah.
You missed a bit.
Two little bits, and then I am ready to airbrush, not airbrush, to give it a bit of try it out the shake can. Try it out the shake can. Toot, toot, toot. There's going to be a fair few touch-ups in black, but that's okay. I am comfortable with this. Yes, I am. I just realised I've got all these little bits of tape hanging off the edge of the table. I'll put them aside for later, or just, Anyway. Now, where is the edge of the tape? That hoary old chestnut, eh?
Right.
So I think I might have told you about this cartoon I saw, and it's a picture of what's clearly a demons convention, and there's Satan in front of them. He's got this demon next to him there, and a special shout out goes to Bob, who came up with a roll of tape that has no starting point. Yeah, it pretty much covers it, doesn't it? It's right. Is that it? Aha! I have you. Yes, I do. Now, oh, and that's how I should have done it the first time. Oh, it still didn't happen. There we go. Do we? Aha. Last little bit. Right. Dear oh dear. Now, next, two things I require. What the fuck is that beneath my feet? Oh, a bit of spray. Cool. Up we get. Now, let me just remove my headset. I'll be back in a minute.
Right.
Oh, Lordy. Hey, you. Now, we'll be needing that and that. Okay. Dearie me. Up. Now, it's going to sound like I've got a nervous twitch while holding maracas for a while. But nonetheless, this one seems to be far more easy on the whole shaking up thing, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Sometime today. Now, oh my god, I just realized something. And when I tell you what it is, I've realized you're going to be going, this is exciting you now because I've got roast beef for tea, right?
Right.
And one of
Very nice.
my favorite things to do with a piece of with a roast before I actually cook it, and I got this idea from my mum because she used to do it with my grandfather. Raw roast beef sandwich with horseradish. Boom, so good. I'm doing it. Completely random line of thought, but I'm doing that. That's going to be lunch, I reckon. Raw roast beef sandwich with horseradish.
No, I wouldn't trust it raw food. So
Oh, I do, man. I don't raw veg, the whole raw veggie thing. That's not so much my deal. But I'm not shy of raw meat. Yeah, okay, that silver one's well and truly mixed now. So I might as well. I might because they're both done. Which I think this one's pretty much ready to go now anyway. It's done. But you know how you can tell by the way the ball bearing's moving?
Mhm.
And it's moving pretty easily. So I'm happy to take it that they're both good to go. That is my theory. And what it is too. Alrighty. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, and I need to take my headset off. And I'll be back shortly. Now, there's only 2 things I need to do here happily. Ayo! That's best of luck. Gloves. Now, we'll go this one first. Boy, that's right. That's that one done. There was much rejoicing. One. And then we go. You get over here. Alrighty. Oh, hang on. All right. All right. She done. Wow. I gotta say, this spray can approach gets a lot of shit done quickly, doesn't it?
Hmm.
All right. All right. Well, it's coming along quite swimmingly, I must say. Now, what I might do next. Aha. I have a cunning plan.
Uh-oh.
It's not that cunning. Now, first, I'm going to get this out of the way because, of course, I'm going to need that to dry. Move that over to here.
Oh, no.
And what I'm going to do, I need to get a box from over there. And I would suggest we can possibly start setting things up for Chevy Orange, which I also have a spray can of. So we might be able to get a whole stack done today. That would be good. Give me a moment. Here we are. All right. Now, let's give me my assembly sheets and make sure we identify correctly which one's the Chevy Orange, or I'll be grumpy because I've given it the wrong colour. That's certainly something on my agenda. Give us a moment. They don't identify it specifically as Chevy Orange, but it is. Okay. That's curious. Let's go this out, man. They've got on the paint thing, they've got all these, and then strangely there's this letter next to it. Oh, wait a minute, unless there's a thing of you could. No, it wouldn't be that. They've got letters next to it.
Hmm.
They've got other ones in place next to it. But they've got A, B, but A. C or B. Oh, I see why. I got it. In terms of that's the colour they recommend, or you can also use.
Hmm.
Okay, that makes sense now. Now, as I was saying, what's that? Why would you use transparent amber? Anyway, not my problem. We're looking for P. B. Um, now, for that, B also goes there. Yeah. Oh wow. Look. Forgot I hadn't put my headset on.
Hmm.
Which is most inconvenient. Now, give me a moment. Oh, now I've got my bloody caudal tank. There we go. Now, give me a moment. For there are a total of 4 things that need to be Chevy oranges, it would turn out. I've dramatically over-prepared, but that's okay. That's okay. Now,
So.
it's them, and I wouldn't mind have a quick gander for. Now, I reckon I have. I don't know. Robin. I seem to be potentially. Oh no, wait. I think I'm good. There. There's a part I'm not quite seeing on the sprues, if you follow me.
Right.
And it does get me a bit nervy. I don't think I've misplaced anything. Hang on a moment. Panic not, Robster. Well, I wasn't panicking anyway, but we'll leave that there. I do seem to recall popping something in here. No. Sure I did. No, I did not. All right. Anyway. Now, let's getting back to what I was actually focusing on. Given that I'm not certain that I have misplaced anything. I'm just not seeing it immediately, if you follow me. Hang on. All good. Found them.
Good.
Every player wins a prize. It's all good. Found the. Yeah, it was just on. Yeah. And in fact, what I might do, just for my own peace of mind now, is actually put them somewhere where I know they're not going to get lost. Because that's a really easy one, just to sort of spend a lot of time running around, getting very frustrated, wondering where is my part. This is known as a pain in the. Actually, before I do that, what colour are they? If they're orange, well, I may as well just keep them out. I don't think they are, though. No, they are not. They, in fact, are aluminium. See, chrome. But at the end of the day, yes, we're going to put them in our blue box just for peace of mind. Now, there's a few things I might do that with that are small parts on individual pieces of or plinths, if you follow me, just so I know where they are. Always put them back out on them. Now, orange. I might as well just keep my bling off because I reckon I'm going to be putting some gloves on again in a minute. Now. Oh, yeah. So, sprue cutters. Sprue cutters. I can't believe how much progress I've made today. I think it's arguably one of the most productive sessions I've ever had. At least from the viewpoint of number of colours completed. Got to be happy with that. Well, you don't have to be. I choose to be.
We're playing Bassman.
Pardon?
We're playing Bassman. Oh,
Yeah. Let me just check. There's no other. No. I'm just checking that there's nothing else that needs to be this colour. It would appear not, apart from the stuff that I have identified. Okay. Fair enough. Just something I want to quickly check. Okay. Yep. All right. So those and ultimately these, but in a different round. So we go bam. Oh. No, you don't. Where do you think you're going? I think I might need to, yeah. Oh no. That's okay. That's okay. You can just hold it like that. It's going to work fine. Well, once I've got a few other bits attended to. Now, I would say, hello, wow, been motoring along, literally. Now, then I need to examine a few other bits as far as colours and things go. Now, Yet again, I have a cunning plan. Right. One. You can hit, I do like dogs. I do. You can hear it, can't you?
Yes. I'm just thinking you'd be glad when you move.
I won't lie to you. I won't be missing that. I mean, the neighbours from over there are generally pretty good, In fact, they quite recently. In fact, just the other day, they gave me a whole stack of cherry tomatoes they got from a farm. But it does get a bit much, You know. I mean, dogs bark because they're bored. In that situation, I'm inclined to think. So it's like, maybe you should give your dog something to do. Take him for a walk. I believe that's considered a bit of a go-to.
Dottie only barks when she's telling me off.
Oh, really? Oh, that's another time they'll bark. Yeah. When they're generally berating you as far as in their own little canine way.
We keep on teasing her about treats. Have to leave that till tomorrow.
I think there we go. There'll probably be a bit of tidy up action on that, but in fact, I can see there will be already, so I might as well put a slightly different piece of tape on.
Oh dear.
I think I might need to shut the door. Much for your guys' sake as mine.
Oh, okay. So, it was walking over to the pub, and there was a small dog, well, a bit like a greyhound type, long nose sort of thing, all brown.
Yeah.
He came out to the water to bark at us, and he saw Dottie, and it's like about to bark, and changed his mind. I said, "You see the lady? You don't want to swear."
I saw this very amusing footage of these dogs barking quite aggressively at each other through a fence. And
Yeah.
then the smallest dog, I think it is, discovers that you can actually walk around. There's like a hole in the fence. And none of them want to notice that. Like the dogs, you can see the little dogs trying to get their attention. They're no, they're not up for that. They just want to bark at each other through the fence. Why are you telling us about that? We're barking each other through the fence.
There's several received dogs at the vet, and they're about to have the injection. So they do. So as far as it's so a yelp and fall over and play dead. So
All right. Now, next, Chevy Orange. Time for me to play the maracas again. All right, let's do it. And once I get these done, actually, I'll be having one. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Then I'll do the Chevy Orange. Ha 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 ha.
oh, the book.
To keep it up, to prolong a debauch. We kept it up finely last night. Metaphor drawn from the game of shuttlecock. Ha ha. Ah, dearie, dearie me. King's pictures, coin, money. Ha. Actually, I can see why that would be so. So there you go, though. At the end of the day, the head. I love the way the archaic terminology debauch, to prolong a debauch. Alrighty. Well, I believe there's a few cars that use this orange aside from Chevys. But if ever I need this sort of an orange, got plenty of it. Almost there. And then
Oh,
I think my next objective, color-wise, that I can do spray can, would probably be the actual hull,
missed it.
if I wanted to. Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's do this. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
Thanks. Wow. Yeah, it is a pretty distinctive orange. Get off of there. Cunt of a thing. All right, get in there. Finally. Beautiful. All right. Boom. Glove. All right. All right. So yeah, there they are.
I was just thinking then that if your engine drops out, at least you'll be able to find it on the road.
Oh yeah, you'd find it real easy, wouldn't you? I do actually recognise that orange. Holden's over here. They're an Australian make of car, but they were actually purchased by GMH and actually put out Chevys. And they used the same orange on their engines. So there you go. Now, I'll give you a bit of solo time. And then I'm going to wind the stream up.
All right. Well, I finally got the boot in. I got that level.
Oh, nice one. Das Boot.
I'm getting the size problem. And then the front wheel fell off, and I've just been fixing that.
No.
So it's been delicately, and I'm just trying to put size up for putting the sides in.
Oh, yeah, nice one.
And so if they fit all right. So,
cool.
Yeah, once there, then I can do the lamps in the front then. So
yeah. Oh, on the topic of lights, these have almost dried enough for me to go, yeah, I think we can do this. I'll quickly show you the Merc lights, because of course that's what I'm really waiting for. There we go. You can see they're starting to do their thing slowly.
You still got me on like.
Pardon?
You still got me on full.
Yeah. They will slowly but surely dry. But, oh dear. Taking their fucking time, that's what they're doing. I believe that's the technical phraseology for what I'm... Actually, well, you couldn't have seen that. Deary me. Brain of a fucking duck. Hang on. There we go. So you can see they're starting to do their drying to clear thing, but the sheer depth has made that one's actually showing it a lot better.
You've once it's fully cured, We added some more on top.
I
Build it
might,
up.
yeah, just to give it the full thing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But like I said, you can see that that one's starting to get there. So
I was,
yeah.
I was wondering if it process now like that, if it had straight in silver before putting their layer on top, so I might get that depth in. Never mind. Let's see how it goes when it dries.
Well, that's going to be the trick now, isn't it? Alrighty, that is us done for today. Thanks everyone for watching. We appreciate that. Now, first time viewers, magic button, follow, like, subscribe. You know, as wants to. What can I tell you? Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow, I don't have any early appointments. Yeah. Which means I can be on at
That's
the
handy.
normal time and probably linger if I see fit, which I might. Yeah, yeah.
And find the
And
excuses from the young the couple.
at the end of the day, we will be back, or I'll be back tomorrow, and probably you too as well, Dave, and hopefully Bassman will be with us
Hmm.
at the same kit time and same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous.
Bye. Oh.